Okay, so till now we have covered the basic admin, and yesterday I'm not sure, like some of you attended, some did not. So I have shared all the questions that could be gone through by yourselves, right? Like you can go through those questions, try to answer it yourself. Again, we'll have another mock up interview after this course is over. Those will be more tougher, right? This question, whatever I have given, is like the basic questions just to understand if you guys understood the concept or not. But going forward, the questions can get trickier and such. So let's just be focused on whatever we are learning in this class. So I've covered basic admin. So that means 50% of your admin course is done. Now we will do the remaining 50%, which is chunked into various halves. This week throughout, I'll be focusing on security piece. Okay, like entire talk conversations are going to be around security. Before I jump to security, I'll try to cover a concept called sales flow today. This is very important for you all to understand because it's the CRM feature. Like we keep talking about what is CRM, what are the features of CRM, what is the SaaS product in Salesforce, right? So all these things that you learned so far till now are the features of the CRM. Okay. But there is one very important feature of CRM, which are the capabilities that are provided by the Sales Cloud, right? The cloud that we are learning currently is the Sales Cloud, which is one of the clouds of the CRM, right? There are many clouds in CRM, like Sales Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Service Cloud, Analytics Cloud, Health Cloud, IoT Cloud, Financial Cloud. I mean, you can just Google it and you'll get like, I don't know, like 100 plus clouds. Okay. But to get started, to learn Salesforce and to become proficient in the subject, you guys need to understand, first of all, the admin, right? And to learn admin, you need to know the sales and service cloud. And in this course, we are learning that, right? We are learning the capabilities of sales and service cloud. Now, the question can be, what if you want to learn financial cloud? What if you want to learn IoT cloud? Right? That comes with experience. So once you learn sales cloud and service cloud, and once you become very proficient, and let's say you get a job and you start working in these capabilities of sales and service cloud, 2 or 3 years down the lane, you may question yourself, right? Okay, like what am I doing? This is so boring. This is just sales. This is just service. So if you get bored and if you feel like this is very monotonous, you can establish yourself into different clouds, right? You can choose which cloud and you can learn it yourself. You don't have to go and take a course all over again, right? You can just learn it by yourself because already you guys are proficient with the sales and service cloud. And then once you learn yourself, there are various certifications in the market called Sales Cloud Consultant, Sales Cloud Specialist, Marketing Cloud Specialist, IoT Cloud Specialist. I mean, there are so many certifications. So if companies want to hire you after your experience, like you, let's say you guys get a job, you become administrators or you become business analysts or you become developers in sales and service cloud, and now you want to switch a company, you can show them some certification, okay, that you are not only good in sales and service cloud, but you have learned yourself the marketing cloud or whatever cloud interests you, right? You can learn that, take up a certification on that specific cloud, and you can show the companies that, okay, look, you have this certifications. This is just like, for your own growth and career path. You can Google it offline. If, I mean, I'm not going to get into details of other clouds, but for your own interests, you can research more on what are the various certifications and all that. And one last step is, after this course is over, like after admin course is over, you are all eligible to take up Salesforce administrative certification. You guys can apply for it. It's pretty expensive, but it's worth it, right? It's get easier to get the job with the certification. It's $200, which is almost like 20,000, 16 to 20,000, depending upon the market rate of the dollar value. But if you hold that certification, then it's very, very good. That they are very happy that you are certified, right? And that's what I'm saying. You guys will be in a position to take the certifications after this course because you know the concepts. So that's why then sometimes when I'm talking about the numbers, right? I'll say numbers like what master detail ke liye you can only have two parents. Lookup ke liye you can have only 25 parents. So these are the types of questions they will ask in admin certification, right? So whenever I'm seeing any kind of numbers or I'm very specific about certain details, like what are the four top features while creating an object, right? Allow reports, allow history tracking, blah blah blah. Whenever I'm saying all these things, you have to make a note of it in order to crack your certifications, right? So that's just like a quick overview of our basic admin and what you can do and anything. Any questions before I start the topic, sales cloud feature today? Did you all understand? Are there any questions in anything that I asked? I mean, anything that I just said. Are you all clear? See, main thing is I want you guys to interact. If you don't talk, then I can't really understand what's going on.
No, no question, ma'am.
Okay, good. So then let's take the topic for the day. Today's topic is going to be sales cloud out of box features. Like if the question in the interview is explain the sales flow or explain the features of sales cloud, or it can be explain the out of box functionality of the sales application. All this means the same. And today I will be showing you the sales flow features.
Apoorva, I just have one question. I mean, with only admin part, do you think we can get the role job?
Yeah, you can get it.
I couldn't find any higher amount of jobs in as a Salesforce admin, like on a fresher or experience in India market.
You can get job as Salesforce administrators in Indian market as well. It's not difficult to get. I'm not sure how you're trying to apply. How what is your approach? Like I'm not sure.
I tried on LinkedIn and find also some portals. I couldn't see any job with admin
Yeah, it
for
doesn't
admin
work
only.
just with that. There are various sources on which you need to apply it. And I don't know, like I think Webshala is covering that as part of a webinar. And yeah, on one of the webinars even I will be taking. I'm not sure when, but yeah, for the batch that I am taking, the admin, I will be supporting the entire interview process. So that time we will cover your question of how to get the job in admin, right? Because we have a webinar just for you guys to get the job, which will be responsibly held by the trainer. So if right now I'm your trainer, right? So for all you 10 people, I will be taking the mock interview. I will be helping you guys with the resume and where to apply, how to apply and all. So yeah, don't worry about not having the job facility here. You if you finish admin, you can get job as admin. That's possible.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, so let's progress with the next topic for the day, which is sales flow. So I'm just going to bring up my screen. So let me ask you guys this question. What is sales? Can one of you tell me what is sales?
Activities related or selling
Selling what?
goods or some products.
Okay, selling products. So selling
Provide
product,
some service or
providing service. Okay, providing service, selling products. what other things come under sales? I mean, I'm not saying selling product is not sales. It is correct. Selling products is sales, but is that it? Is sales only about selling products or selling service? Or is it something more than that or less than that? So let me ask you this. How many of you are already working as in the sales domain here? Or how many of you are MBA graduates or I don't know, something non-technical who are in sales and marketing? They should be telling what is sales. Okay, okay, you guys can guess, no? It's not like a rocket science question, no? Guys can guess, it can be wrong. You can say sales is food. You can say that also. I want you guys to speak.
Business.
What's that?
Business.
Okay, sales is doing a business. Good. To do a business, what do you need?
We need two parties.
Who are those two parties?
One user as well as customer.
So you need customers. You need sellers. Right? Very good. So basically, why I'm asking you guys this question, like how is sales related to Salesforce? Why do we need to know this? Right? It's because the entire system that you're building in Sales Cloud is for the sales. And if you don't know what is a sales or what is coming under sales flow, then there is no point in building a sales application, right? So what is happening in Salesforce is it is already providing you a out of the box standard application which is called as sales. This is the standard application, but you guys created your own applications, right? We created an application called iTech application. Now why did we create iTech app? Why didn't we use the sales app? Because our requirement was beyond sales, right? We want more and more information to capture just than other sales. So as administrators, you need to know when to create a custom app versus when to use an existing application. So the existing application in the system is called sales application. And what is sales? You guys just mentioned these many points, but it is not just this, right? It is not just doing a business. It is not just selling products, providing service, or having one customer and one seller, right? It's not just this. It is from the time the product is launched to the market, right? From the time product is launched to the market till the time it is sold to the customer. What all happens from the time the product is launched in the market till the time the product is sold to the customer? Sales happens. This is my definition of sales, okay? Because sales is not just about selling, sales is not just about getting the money, sales is not just about providing the service and taking the feedback, no, right? It is from the time the product is launching into the market till the time it is sold to the customer, all the activities that happen come under the sales. Now, can you guys list me or tell me what happens when a product is launched into the market? What is the first step you need to do as a salesperson?
Marketing.
Product is launched. Sorry?
First thing is marketing.
So marketing, very good. So that is the first thing, right? How will people know that, okay, there is one product called whatever, iPhone 14? Like, how are people knowing that there is a new version of iPhone that's come? Because the Apple brand is marketing it, right? They are advertising it. So the very first step in the sales is advertisement. What happens after advertisement? When you run the ad, what is the next step that will happen? Or what is the next thing that's going to happen?
Queries may come in.
Very
Like,
good. So people will start showing interest, meaning
yeah.
people will show or give queries, right? Or ask queries. People ask queries, which is nothing but interest. Like they're very interested. That's why only they will ask, right? After they ask query, what happens?
So
Sorry?
salesperson may in contact with them and they will convert it to lead.
Very good. So the person is going to call this person, right? Like the sales guy will come in and find out, okay, there's some person who showed interest. Now my work is to make sure that he buys this iPhone, right? His target, what is the sales guy's target is to sell the product or to provide the service, whatever you guys told me. So what they will do, they will identify the potential customers, right? And these customers may be having a company linked to them, or they may be individual customers, correct?
Yes.
Individual customers. Now, why am I talking about individual customers or company ka customers? Because Salesforce supports B2B and B2C market. Do you guys know the difference between B2B and B2C?
Business to
Business
business.
to business, business to
Right. So what can you give me an example of B2B and can you give me an example of B2C? Can I give, or you guys are going to give?
like just like we sell a mobile or laptop is B2C.
Okay. What is B2B? Okay, let me tell because we have less time here. So
I think
B2B.
business requirement.
Go ahead. Mhm.
I think business requirement is B2B.
Business requirement.
In B2B, big business sell our product to small dealer.
Right. Businesses sell or sell their products or services to another business, right? So let's take an example, right? Because I want to know how you are going to explain this with an example. B2B is nothing but, let's say there is a company called Infosys, which provides service to people, right? They build
Business
many
between two clients.
things. And then we have another company called Dell Laptop. So Dell is also a company, Infosys is also a company, right? What Infosys will do is Infosys will purchase the laptops for their employees, right? Let's assume the employee is Apoorva and whatever, Ashish. Okay, these two are the employees of Infosys, and the Infosys has purchased a laptop from a company called Dell. So who is the seller? Who is the buyer here? The buyer is Infosys, the seller is Dell, but both are companies, both are businesses, B2B, right? So what the billing will happen is the billing will not happen for Apoorva and Ashish. Dell will not call Apoorva and Ashish to make the payment, right? Dell is going to call the Infosys and say, you have purchased product for your employees, which are two, so make the payment. So that is B2B. Understanding?
Yes.
Is this clear?
Yes.
B2C is nothing but I am Apoorva. I don't care which company I work for. I don't care, right? Now I'm going to Apple store. And if I'm buying an iPhone, my company will not buy for it. I only have to wish, right, that the company will pay for it. But it's not like that. I want to buy a phone. I will go to the Apple store and I'll buy. right? That is B2C. Who is the business here? Apple Store is the business, right? And Apoorva is the customer. So a customer Apoorva is giving the business to Apple Store by buying an iPhone. That is B2C. Getting this?
Yes.
So now, why are we talking so much B2B, B2C? Because in Salesforce, you can maintain, okay, the customer data in form just as customer data. Or you can say that this is not a customer alone, but this customer has a company, right? This customer has a company and this company is responsible for the payment, right? That's why we want to know if this customer is a B2B customer or a B2C customer. And I think that happens in any sales, right? You want to find out that. Then once the company or customer details are done, then the sales deal will happen, right? So sales deals will happen. Once the sales deal is done, what is the next step? Money, right? They're going to pay the money. After the payment of the money is done, what's the next step in sales? What is the next step after you make the money payment?
Product will be delivered, and as and when required, the services will be provided.
Yes, product will be delivered. But before the product is delivered, what is the
Billing.
important step? Billing, right?
Yes.
So billing or invoicing, because without invoice, nobody will believe, no, that we have purchased or not. So that is one more important step. There is, you give the money, you get your invoice, and then the product delivery happens. Now, after the product is delivered, the customer is going to be extremely happy and give us a feedback. Is that sales?
Yes.
No, that is not sales. Once the product is delivered, your sales flow ends. Anything that comes as a good feedback or a negative feedback or a query or a complaint is all going as a customer care feature, which is not a part of Sales Cloud. It is a part of Service Cloud. And that's why Salesforce offers a different application for that. And that application is called Service Application, as you can see here. Okay, where are all the what do you call feedbacks coming in? Whether it's good, bad, negative, positive, whatever it is, where will it come in? It will come in the case. Cases are nothing but tickets, which can be a question, it can be a query, it can be a complaint, it can be just a exchange, right? Anything it can be. Anything that goes after sales on that particular product is coming under cases. Now, I'm not going to touch base on service because today's focus is what happens in the sales. Now, whatever we wrote in the left-hand side of the table from the time marketing till the product delivery is all this is very simple English terms, right? I just explained you what is sales. But now you guys potentially have to know what are these things in Salesforce. Okay, so let's understand the translations. Okay, if I am saying marketing, then you guys should know what is marketing in Salesforce, like which object do I need to go for marketing, which Salesforce already provides. If it does not provide, as administrators, you guys need to make a decision. Should I create a custom object to maintain advertisement information, right? So such things you need to think of, okay? Now, did you guys understand what is the sales flow in a easy English term before we go to the translation?
Yes.
So can one of you just summarize to me what is sales?
Basically, it is providing a services to the business or customers.
Providing services to customers. Yeah, but
As
it's
well
not
as
just
business.
providing services. No, it's more than that.
Selling products.
Selling products is not just sales. We just spoke so much, no? So it is this definition that I want you guys to tell. This is sales because it summarizes this table, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So please keep in mind to give this definition. I'm not saying that selling a product is not sales, but it is just incomplete because sales is not just selling product. It covers all these things also. And maybe you'll not be able to justify like in one line, right? Like you cannot say sales is marketing, sales is people asking questions, sales is doing this. You can't answer like that, right? So that's why it's easy to put it in this sentence, saying that sales is nothing but when a product is launched till the product is delivered to the hands of the customer, whatever happens in that cycle is sales. Do you all agree?
Yes.
Yeah, so just go back and try to understand this process yourself. And also, if you find, I mean, if you are able to reframe this definition, I'm more than happy to learn it from you all. So try to find the exact definition of sales in order to make it understand to somebody who's trying to ask you this question, right? So, yeah, that's the thing. Now we'll go to the translations. So, what is advertisement in Salesforce? Any idea?
No.
Campaigns. Okay. We have this object in Salesforce called campaigns. Then, who are the people who show interest in product or a service in Salesforce? What do we call them? Any guesses?
Leads.
Customer.
Leads. Very good. Leads. So, if the lead, what is the difference between the lead and a customer? Can one of you tell me? Difference between lead and customer?
Customer is the buyer and lead is the people who have interest.
That is correct. So leads are somebody who show interest and customers are somebody who pay the money and buy the product, right? Like if I go to the showroom and just say, hey, this phone is so nice. No, it's got such nice features and I don't buy the phone, then I'm not a customer, right? I'm just a lead. But if I now say the phone is good and then I pay the money, then I become the customer. So who are customers in Salesforce? Any idea? Customer in Salesforce? Shall I write or you guys are going to guess? Okay, it's contacts.
Just like contact.
So customers are contacts. Okay, then the company to which the contact belong to is called as what in Salesforce? Any idea? It's called accounts.
Account.
Yeah, and then you have sales deals, which is nothing but opportunities. So I just want you guys to be very clear on what is the difference between yeah, what is the difference between accounts and opportunity here? Okay, so you all understand the difference between contact and account first of all. You guys understand this
Yes.
difference? What is contact? What is
No.
account?
No.
Okay, so contact is a person, right? And the contact will belong to a company, right? So that company is nothing but an account. So let's say Apoorva, Ashish are working for a company called Infosys. So which is an account here? Infosys.
Infosys.
Apoorva and Ashish are what? Contacts, right? So it's like one-to-many relationship. Understanding this, one account can have many contacts. Make sense?
Yes.
So the company is nothing but the contact. Sorry, the company is nothing but the account. Now, opportunity is also an account. Remember, it's also a company. So if opportunity and account both are companies, then what is the difference between account and opportunity? That is the most important difference you guys have to understand. Okay. So let's say Infosys purchases Dell laptop for their employees the very first time. Okay, they have never contacted Dell. It is the first purchase that Infosys made with Dell. So what is Dell to Infosys? It's a contact. That's it. They are an account. That's it. But let's say next year, again, Dell is going to sell the laptops to Infosys. So this is the second time that the Infosys is purchasing the Dell laptops. So still Infosys may treat, still the Dell may treat Infosys as their accounts. But every year, consecutively from 5 to 6 years, if Infosys keep on purchasing the laptops from Dell, then Dell is going to treat Infosys like their opportunity. Understanding what it means?
If they're regular customers, then it is opportunity.
If it's regular, yeah, again and again, if the products are getting sold, again and again, if they're keeping on buying the products, then the company's deal is going to become like their opportunity. Right? It's like, let's assume that you guys are Android lovers, right? Like you keep on purchasing Samsung and Android phone. So first time you got the Android phone, then next year again they launched another Android. So you keep going to the same store. That person knows you so well, right? When you go there, he'll tell, oh, this guy won't buy iPhone. This guy is going to buy the next version of Samsung, right? That's the deal you guys make with being a constant regular customer. Have you guys experienced this in your personal lives? You keep
Yes.
on buying something, they become your friends almost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how does the CRM system know that you both are good friends? How do they know? Only when you are an opportunity. So that's what opportunity is known as. Many people don't understand this in IT. Even after experience of 20, 30 years working in CRM, they don't know what is an opportunity. So you guys must understand this difference at the root level. It will be good for you guys later on, because if you look in the system, account is also a company, opportunity is also a company. So what makes it different then? The difference is that the opportunity is a person, the opportunity is a company that keeps on becoming a deal for another company in B2B. Getting this? Are you clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing is the money part, which is quote. Okay. Or I would say price books. And then we have quotes. And then the products. So this is how you map the sales flow to the things that happen inside of Salesforce. So I'm just going to pause here for a moment. Let you guys see these screens. Okay. And then we'll look at the sales path in Salesforce. How do we go about it, right? Like how to create campaign, how to navigate here, what are the features? Let's look at that. So let me pause here and let you guys digest whatever we spoke. And then if you have questions, let's take it in the next 5 minutes, okay? I'll just get a glass of water and you guys please go through this table. Okay, I'm back. So you're all good. Did you go through this table?
Yes.
Apu, can you add on this? Okay, so let's go through the sales flow in Salesforce now. So you guys help me. What is the first step in the sales flow? I mean, instead of step, right? Let me ask you other way. Like, what is the first thing in the flow?
Sales.
Marketing.
Sorry. What is that?
Sales.
Mar-
Advertisement
mar-
or campaign.
Marketing
Advertisement. So advertisement means
campaign.
campaign.
Advertisement campaign.
So if do I have campaign here? I have campaign, right? So this is the first step, campaign. What's going to happen? Campaign records will come into Salesforce. Okay, remember, campaign is about advertising. It doesn't mean like, okay, now I create a campaign. Let's say, for example, I created one campaign manually. Okay, let me call it laptop campaign, right? Just for the sake of it. Dell laptop campaign, because we're talking about laptops and Dell and stuff. So Dell laptop campaign. And let's say I keep it active and whatever the type of the campaign is, I want like banner ads or whatever. I want it to be an advertisement, right? And it's the status is, let's say it started in progress, which is starting from today and it's going to end 19th. So expected revenue, I'm planning to make how much? I'm planning to make 50 lakhs. 50 lakhs and budgeted cost in the campaign. So how much am I putting into this campaign? Maybe 1 lakh, whatever, 10 lakhs. Okay. And this is what I thought I will put 10 lakhs, but I'm actually only putting 5 lakhs. Right. So that is what this data is all about, right? Expected revenue, the budget that I have in hand, and actually the one that I'm putting. Okay. Then expected response, I may receive 2% response. And then I'm going to give some description, whatever, right? I can give what this campaign is about and save it. Now, what does this mean, right? I created a campaign. I made this campaign an active campaign. Okay. Active campaign. Now that this doesn't mean that there is one Dell laptop campaign, it's active and now it's all over the social media. No, it is not like that, because campaigning in Salesforce is not a good tool. Like Salesforce is not a marketing tool. Okay, Salesforce Sales Cloud is not a good marketing tool. That's why we have another cloud called Marketing Cloud, which helps for marketing, right? Or there are the biggest. Do you guys know the biggest campaigning market today, where you can do the best advertisement? You all know?
Instagram.
Very good. Instagram, Facebook, all these are the top ones, right? Because people are on it 24/7, right? So these are very good campaign management tools. Okay. The campaigns are run over there. Once the campaigns are run there, the data comes in here into Salesforce. So this whatever campaign record that you're seeing, the Dell laptop campaign, it will actually be a campaign in social media or another powerful marketing tool. And what is happening is data will flow here in Salesforce. How is data going to flow? It depends, right? The data can flow easily with a plugin. Like if Salesforce is giving some plugin to integrate with the third party, that can be it. Or there will be a requirement where you have to integrate that tool with this by coding and APIs and such. So that depends. Okay. So that is not out of box. What is out of box is you don't have to build the table, you don't have to build the fields. All this is readily available. The data flowing in is what you need to build, which is a part of your admin if it's just a simple plug and drop, right? Or if it is complicated, then you have to go by the code. So for instance, Webshala does the same thing, right? You go to webshala.in. I'm sure you guys have gone through this website, whoever are here. What you would have done, you would have filled an application form, right? Showing interest to take a course here. Okay. Then what happened? You clicked on submit and your part of work is done. But how did the sales guys call you, right? I'm sure somebody called you from our team, right? To ask you like what you're interested in and all that, right? That process would have happened with you guys. That is because our sales team received your data. Okay. Now it doesn't mean they received the data in our Salesforce tool. Like we have another database. Right? Like when they have millions of customers, they need a huge CRM like Salesforce. So where is all that data coming from? Hey, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Something happened with my internet. So anyways, good if I'm audible. Yeah. So where is all that data coming from? Some other campaigning tools, right? And once that data comes in, whose data are we getting here? Once I run this campaign, what is the next step? Leads, right? So once the campaign is run, people will become curious, right? Like you guys, again taking the example of you people, right? You might have seen this Webshala campaign going on somewhere in the website, or you might have got it contact through your relatives, friends, or maybe you were going on social media and you came across it, or you were searching so much on Google that the AI recognized that you're looking for a course and it prompted Webshala. There's so many things happening outside of Salesforce. And what you guys did, you showed interest. And who are you? You are leads, right? Leads who showed interest to take Salesforce course. Now the same process happens in a sales flow, right? People show interest for anything that is exciting on the media, and then they get captured somewhere in the database. Now in Salesforce, where do they get captured? As you see here, we have related list, and you guys very well know now what is related list. It contains what records? Child records, right? So who are the children for the campaign? The leads. So you can either add leads or you can add contacts. Now, why is Salesforce giving you option to add both leads and contacts? Any idea? Because it need not be like only a new person should show interest in the Dell laptop. No, if he's already purchased, then again he can show interest, correct? Even a customer can show interest. It's like you guys took a course from me and you liked my course, so you can again take another course from me, right? Because you're already contacts and now you want to take again some other course with me. That's possible, right? So the campaign members are both leads as well as contacts. Make sense?
Yes.
So what we are going to do now, we'll try to add leads. So I'll just show you what leads are first. So we have leads. We have one lead already in our system. So I'll go back to the campaign that I created. Okay. So in the campaign, Apoorva has shown interest now to purchase Dell laptop. So I'm going to add the leads. And this step is something you guys don't have to do as admins. I'm just explaining you this because you need to know what is already available, right? As admins, you don't have to add leads to the campaigns. This is the work of the sales guys, right? And then you're adding this and then you submit it. Done. So lead is added to the campaign. The second step in the sales flow is done. What do you do next? You view this campaign member, right? Because now the campaign was run and now you have got one lead who has shown interest to buy the Dell laptop. So the sales guy will come here and he'll say, oh, okay, somebody has now come and shown the interest. So what he'll do, the sales guy, he will follow up with this lead. So here, if you come, this is a campaign member and this is the lead. So he's going to go to the lead page now. So as you see, I'm on the lead tab and we have lead details here. So the lead name is Apoorva. The company is called Test, but I'm just going to give it a more relevant name. Infosys. So Apoorva is a person, basically a person who showed interest in buying a Dell laptop, and she works for a company called Infosys. That's what is this meaning. Are you clear till here?
Yeah.
Now, what is the salesperson going to do next? The salesperson will see which stage he is in, right? He'll think, okay, now which stage am I in? He'll think, okay, I need to call this person and try to make sure she buys the laptop. So he'll start working with Apoorva or the company if it's B2B, right? So he'll say working contacted. Then he'll mark the status. So until he closes this lead, he will be in touch with this Infosys company if it's B2B, or he'll be in touch with Apoorva if it is B2C. And then what is the next out of the box feature that is available here, which is so effortless for the sales guy to convert this lead? There is already an available button here called convert. You don't have to build this as administrators. You don't have to code anything, right? So salespeople can use this out of box feature called convert. Once they click on convert, they are very sure, the salesperson is very sure that the Infosys company is going to purchase a laptop, right, from Dell. So now they become what? When you convert a lead, this is a very, very important step and an important question in the interview. They will ask you to explain lead conversion process, or they will tell you to explain lead management. So in that, a lead can be converted to what in Salesforce? A lead can be converted to account and contact or an opportunity. So there is a difference, okay? Always it need not be an opportunity, but it is always an account and contact. You have an option here not to make it an opportunity by clicking on do not create opportunity upon conversion. Now, can you guys tell me why? Why Salesforce is giving this option? If you guys understood what is opportunity, you should tell me this answer.
Opportunity is nothing but buying the things again and again. That
Correct.
will lead to an opportunity. And
Correct.
if it is a contact,
Yeah, so first time as a sales user, I'm converting account to, lead to what? Account contact. How will I know if I have to make him an opportunity or not? I'll not know, right? It's that situation where you go to the same shop again and again and keep buying it. Then the sales guy will know you, right? He'll think, hey, this is Apoorva, she'll buy it. So she's obviously an opportunity, and he'll create an opportunity. But for the first time, the sales is working with Infosys company and with this person called Apoorva. How will he make her the first time only opportunity? Making sense? Are you clear with this?
yes.
Okay. So what I'm going to do when I'm converting a lead, I'm going to convert this lead to account contact and an opportunity this time, assuming that the salesperson knows this company very well, right? And then I'm going to click on convert. Just with one click of a button, I converted this lead to account, contact, and an opportunity. Now, if I go back to leads, I wanna ask you guys this question. Will I find this lead? Will I find this lead or not?
No,
Why?
because it's converted
Converted to?
contact account and lead.
Sorry, contact, account, and
Opportunity.
opportunity. So what should I do next? If I go to lead here, I won't find it. So where should I go in order to find the converted lead? I should go to contacts. So what will be there in the contact? Which contact will I see?
Apoorva.
Apoorva. Very good. So I will see Apoorva. What is the account that has got created? What account will I
Infosys.
see?
Infosys.
Infosys. So you see account is a different object Contact is a different object. Now, if I go to contact, let's see how the view looks. Okay. So this is a contact. Okay. And as you see, the contact is linked to an account. So which is the parent, which is the child here?
Infosys is the parent.
So account is the parent object, correct?
Yes.
Contact is the child object. So this is the one-to-many relationship which is created already by Salesforce out of the box. You guys don't have to do anything, right? Now, if I go to account, where will I find the contacts? In the related, because one account Infosys can have many contacts. Making sense? And I also created an opportunity. So if I go to opportunity, I will have a company called opportunity, because opportunity is nothing but a company, right? That's what we defined. It's just that it's more like a sales deal company, right? Because this company is going to keep on purchasing products from Dell again and again. So that's why it's an opportunity. It's a company name. So as you see here, there is an opportunity. So what is the relation between opportunity and account? Which is the parent, which is the child?
Account is parent.
Account is the parent and opportunity is the child. So if I go to Infosys record, I will see opportunity in the related list. Understanding why account is the parent to opportunity? Because let's assume that Infosys is a company. In Infosys, there is Infosys India, there's Infosys US, there's Infosys China, whatever. So all these are showing interest to buy the product. They can become multiple opportunities. Getting my point?
Yes.
So that's what is an opportunity. So now we have covered campaigns, then we created leads, then we converted leads to account, contact, and opportunity. What next? What is the next step in our sales flow?
Right. Price books.
Price books, right? So why we need price book? That is an important step again. Okay. So whenever you are selling a product, if you go to what do you call Dell shop and say, okay, you want a Dell laptop, the guy will tell it costs 5 lakhs. Will you believe it? No, right? Because do you think a Dell laptop can cost 5 lakhs? No. So every product in the market should have some pricing, right? Like it's like if you go to the gold shop and try to buy some gold, and for 1 gram of gold, they are telling it costs you 10,000 rupees. Do you guys believe? No, right? Because you're going to check the current market rate for the gold. You're going to check the current market rate for the Salesforce course, or you're going to check the current market rate for any product or service that you're going to buy. It cannot be like a magic number, right? So where do you define all the prices of the products? It's in an object called price book. So what we have to do before adding the product to the opportunity, we need to define the prices of the products. Otherwise, you cannot create the products in Salesforce. So that's the step we will do. In order to create the price book, what should I do? I need to have it as a tab, right? If I don't have as a tab, then I cannot create the data, right? So let me look for price books. So in order to do that, I'm just going here. So I'm going to add the products. I'm going to add the price books. So I'll add these two to my navigation bar and I'll hit save so that I can create the price book and the product. So what I'm going to do first, I'll go to price books. I'll create a new price book. What is the price book I'll give here? Dell laptop price book. I'll keep this price book active and save. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a product. So I'll go here to product tab and I'll create a new product. I'm going to call this product Dell laptop 1. Keeping it active. I'll create another product just for the sake of it. So we have 2 products for an opportunity. I'll call this Dell laptop 2 and save it. So what did I do, guys? I created a price book and I created 2 products. So I'll go back to both the products, product 1. In product 1, I have Dell laptop 1. So I'm going to go to the related list. So you see in the related list, there is no price book. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a price first of all. So in the price, I'm going to quote the price over here. What is the price of this product? I'm going to say that it is 1 lakh. Whatever, I think I added 10,000. Let me edit it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever. 1 lakh, okay. And likewise, I'm going to go to the product 2, Dell laptop 2. Click on this, click on the product, go to the related list, and then I'm going to add a price. What is the price I'm going to add? 50,000 for this one. And save it. So I created the product, I added the prices to the product, and I'm just going to go back to my price books now. And I'm going to go to Dell laptops, and in the related list, I don't have any entries made. Okay, so I'm going to now click on related price book entries and add the products. So here you'll see Dell laptop 1, Dell laptop 2, and I'm going to do next. See, all these steps, you guys won't do it. Please remember, you guys are not salespeople. You are Salesforce administrators. But you need to know this, right? Because what if you don't know this? Then you're going to end up building these things for them, right? So you need to know what is already present so that you can educate the users that this is already there in Salesforce. You need to demonstrate, right? The way I am demonstrating to you guys and saying, okay, look, this is your requirement, then this already exists. So we don't need to do any admin, right? That is the beauty of admin. You guys need to think what is Salesforce already giving. That is what is SaaS, right? You need to understand the SaaS features. Okay. Now, we are in the product page. So we have laptop 1, we have laptop 2, and then we have the list price here. Okay. What is list price? List price is the price that you guys are telling the customers, right? The minute I come to you and say, hey, do you have Dell laptop? And you guys say, yeah, we have, it costs 1 lakh. Do you think you're going to pay 1 lakh? You will negotiate, no? You will fight for your price. So that is not list price. List price is the price quoted by the company. Okay. And once you do that, you're going to save. Now you have linked the price books and the products. Okay, this is done. What is the next step? I have not linked the product to the opportunity yet, right? So I'm going to go back to the opportunity and now add these products. So while adding products, Salesforce is going to ask me, which price book are you selecting, right? So that is what is the prerequisite. I cannot add products to opportunity unless I define the price book. So I defined my price book and I showed you guys the steps to define the price book, right? What is it? Create the price book, create the products, and link the products with the price book. Done. 3 steps. Once you do that, you can add these products to your opportunity by selecting the price book, which I have created now, which is the Dell laptop price book. And under this price book, there are 2 products. So I'm going to quickly select these 2 products and do next. Once I do next, you will ask the customer, no, how many laptops you want, right? Then the Infosys is going to say, we have 100 employees, so we want 100 laptops. right? And then you may say the same thing for this, whatever other version of the laptop. So you need total these laptops. And the selling price over here, you see, the Infosys may negotiate with you guys. So what was the previous price that you saw over here? Can you guys tell me? There was another price, right? Before the screen. What was that price called?
List price.
List price. Very good. So list price is different from sales price. Sales price is nothing but your selling price, right? You're selling a product for a particular price. The negotiated price is the sales price. Sometimes it can be the same. The customers are so good, right? They don't want to negotiate. They're like, jo bhi hai de do, right? But sometimes the customers want to sit on your head and negotiate. So if that happens, this number is going to change. And I'm just going to keep it as is and do next. So we have created the products. Done. What's the next step? Did we make the sales? What do you observe on the screen? Can you tell me? Hello.
It's a count.
What are you seeing in the screen? Like, which was out of box, which we didn't do anything. Can you spot me those things on this page?
Expected revenue.
Expected revenue, amount, right? I didn't enter these info, did I? I did not. How did this come up? How did amount come up here?
It's predefined.
No. It's not.
Quantity which we entered.
Quantity. So quantity is 200. No, why it's showing whatever 15000, whatever. I don't even know how to read that number. Let's see, unit 10.
I think it's sum up of both. Both
15 crores, right? It is showing 15 crores. How is 15 crores
sum
showing?
up of both.
Sorry, go again. Come again.
Sum of both products, like the quantity and the selling price of the calculation.
So
of that.
quantity into selling price plus quantity into selling price equal to 15 crores, correct?
Yes.
Correct. So that is what is the amount. That is the logic behind this formula. How many of products you add, the sales force is calculating the amount for you. But what about this expected revenue? It is not 15 crore. It is just 15 lakhs. Why?
There is no difference between the list price and the sales price.
Correct. There is no difference, but still there is difference here. Expected revenue. So expected revenue is nothing but the product is costing me 15 crores, but the company is only going to get 15 lakhs. Is that
The probability.
very good? So that's through probability. So if I change the probability here, the numbers are going to drastically change. How will probability change? It will be changed based on the stage. So this is the dependent pick list that Salesforce has created. So if I go to needs analysis, it becomes 20%. If I go to negotiation, then it becomes 90%. So why we need to change the stage? Because there is a person, right, called, okay, Apoorva, who is the sales owner, right? Sales guy. So Apoorva is a salesperson and she will be in coordination with Infosys, and she needs to decide which stage are this opportunity is in, right? Are they in prospecting stage? They're not yet decided to buy it. Then they'll say, yeah, they want to buy it. So they're qualified. Then they'll take some time. So I'll put needs analysis. Then they'll say, oh, you know what? We need to depend upon the VPs of the company. So they are in decision making phase. right? Then they'll come back and say, oh, we're very happy, but give us for this rate. So they're in negotiation, which means 90%. And your list price here can keep changing, or whatever, selling price can keep changing. Then they'll have nothing to do. They'll say, okay, we are good, let's close the deal. So either it can be won or lost. Getting my point? Either they can say, yes, give us the product, or they can just say, yeah, just leave us, we don't want it. Right? So closed won is 100%, closed lost is 0%. Understanding this? Clear? So closed won, we're going to make it, and now this entire thing is going to change to 15 crores because that's what was amount, that's what is expected. Okay. So once this is done, what is the next thing? They have now paid the amount, right? Because it's one closed.
Invoice.
Billing.
Next thing is you need to bill it. So in order to bill it, you have a quote process in Salesforce. Okay. So let me show you that. This is the last step. So in the quote process, first of all, we need to enable quote in Salesforce. Okay. In order to enable quote, we need to go to setup. Today's class is exceeded for a very long time. Okay, so we need to go to setup, we need to go to quick find, and we need to look for quotes, quote settings. Okay. In quote setting, you need to enable quotes. Okay, just click on enable quotes and do save. And select all these layouts, right? All layouts and save. So now you have enabled the quotes. So all this while quote was not there. Okay, it should be in the related list, but it was not there. So now if I refresh the screen, the quote will be visible in the related list. Because one opportunity can have many quotes. Make sense? Does it make sense? So now you have quotes here, okay, because I enabled the setting. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a quote for this person because they have agreed for the deal. They have made the payment. Now we need to give the invoice. So what I'm going to call it, I'm going to call it Dell quote. Okay. And whatever, all these things, the bill to, ship to info, all these things the sales guy will fill, right? And they will click save. Quote is created, but it is not yet generated for the person. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to the quote record. Okay, quote is a different object now. And one thing you will observe here is the products on opportunity become quote line items for a quote. I repeat, for opportunity, you will see products. For quote, you'll see quote line items because these are the quote line items, right? Like these are the products. So there is no direct relationship between products and quotes. The products are coming into the quote line items for it to be visible on the quote object. Okay. So here you will see quote line items. Now here's the tricky part. And the tricky part is, let's say now you are going to give the quote to the person. Okay. At the time of invoicing, if the Infosys company calls and tells you, please cancel the Dell laptop 200 quantity and just give us the Dell laptop 1 lakh, what you're going to do? You cannot come here and keep sitting and deleting the records. It's going to take so much time for the sales guy, right? You all agree?
Yes.
So what does the sales guy want to do? He wants to have an automatic sync, and that is the out of box feature you guys need to know. Okay, that it is an out of box feature. So if you see here, there is a button called start sync. So what I'm going to do, right? If I'm going to delete this, let's say I deleted it. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, if I go back to opportunity, okay, Here in opportunity, I have Dell laptop 1 and Dell laptop 2. But if I go to the invoice, in quote line item, there's only one. So won't the manager of the sales guy think what is going on with this, right? Won't he have the question like, why is it two different data for the same opportunity? Understanding this use case? Hello.
No.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, if I go to opportunity, in the opportunity, the Infosys has agreed with us, the Dell company, to purchase two laptops, right? Laptop 1 and laptop 2. And in the details, it is showing that they have made the payment. That's why it is closed one, right? And now I
Yes.
want to see the invoice. So what I'll do, I'll go to quotes. In the quotes, what it is showing me, the grand total, only 1 crore. But in opportunity, it is showing me 1 crore 50 lakhs, right?
Yes.
So won't the manager think, did the sales guy eat off the 50 lakhs? Right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
remember that the quote should show exactly what the opportunity should show. If it is showing two different data, then something is fishy, right? So that's why you want to keep a sync. And if you did not have this feature in Salesforce, like the out of box feature to start the sync, then what you had to do? You had to go as a sales guy every time to code and then delete it here. You have to go back to opportunity and delete it there. How you'll remember if it right now it is only 2 line items, but if it is 100 line items, how you'll remember, and you'll keep on deleting here, there. It's confusing and frustrating, right? So that's why you have this feature called Start Sync, wherein you can click this button and Salesforce will replace and start the sync. Okay, so let's see that. So now if I go back to this opportunity, you see there's only Dell laptop 1 because whatever was on the quote line item, it got synced to the opportunity. Make sense? So that is what is the sync process. Once the quote is going to be generated, the sales guy will again contact the person and say, okay, invoicing is ready, and ask him for his email details and all that, right? That time this thing can happen. Now we have the quote line item ready. So the next step is whatever you guys told. It needs to go to the person as invoice and billing. So again, there is an out of box feature. So if you see here, there is something called as create PDF and email the quote. So we can just email this quote to the, or we can create PDF. Okay. So this will be the PDF that will be generated, which you don't have to write a code for, right? So the company name is called whatever TCS, because that's the name I gave at the time of object creation. Sorry, whatever the OR creation. And the bill to is Infosys, and they're purchasing Dell laptop. Okay. Here they can whatever sign and all that and save and email the quote. So once I click on save and email, the from address it's showing, and I can just say Dell laptop quote. Dell laptop quote, and I can send it to the customer. So let's check how the email looks. So the customer will receive a Dell laptop quote like this, right? Dell laptop quote with a PDF. And this is the PDF. Okay. Is this clear? That ends the sales flow. It's a long process, but if you know how to do this, then you can do anything in Salesforce, because it's like end-to-end navigation, right? From leads to sorry, from campaigns to quotes. Now, whatever are the requirements that you'll get in your company is something that is not present in whatever I showed you. Right? Like these are things that are already there. So you don't have to do anything. No, like you don't have to build the sync functionality. You don't have to build the convert to contact button. But now if they're telling something other than this in the requirement that they want, that's where you guys come in as admins. Make sense why we learned this today?
Yes.
Okay, so go back and practice this flow. Okay, how to start from campaign, how to create leads, how to link leads, everything like whatever I showed you today. Do that hands-on. Then you will feel more comfortable with Salesforce hands-on. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions before I wrap up?